My name is Victor. I work safe because I want to go home to my family every evening, and I'm soon to be grandfather, and those are the things that I really enjoy to do. And I'm obviously, if I come home hurt, I won't be able to enjoy those things.
What do you kind of teach your members on to be safe? Do you guys really stress safety here?
Well, the IBEW is founded on safety. So at monthly meetings we have, we're always constantly enforcing you're your own steward for your own safety. My department, I tell everybody there's nothing worth getting hurt over. Stop, make things safe, call for help. Even the most junior guy in our department, we ask them to speak up. We don't care if somebody's been here 40 years. If they're doing something that's unsafe, you have the power to stop, reassess, and move forward in a safer manner. Sometimes that requires you to call a supervisor to get another set of eyeballs on how you're going to do this. It happens constantly. We try to make it so repetitious that people will instinctively know their role in safety when they're out on the job. It's been successful so far. And that's pretty much all I have. You know?
How long have you been with the union for?
I've been with the union for 24 years.
24 years.
Yeah.
I'm sure 24 years there has been some safety incidents.
Oh.
Has someone who has gotten hurt
Yes.
looked back and said, I should have been safe?
Absolutely. I mean, one comes to mind about 15 years ago, working with a dear friend of mine. He became my friend after I was working here, by the name of John LaFrance. He was responding to a gas leak. He walked over what he thought was a styrofoam over some solid ground. He fell into an 8-foot ditch. It basically ended his career. His foot got shattered, his ankle got shattered. So that was his cap to a 30-year career. His retirement now is pretty much altered by his limp. And I mean, you know, he's in good spirits and all about it, but you know, I'm sure it's not the way he wanted to live out his retirement. So that comes to mind most. That's the biggest event that I've been around.
Going forward, I'm sure he is now looking back saying, I should have followed I should have followed the rules. I should have looked around, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, he took the most direct, quickest route to the incident instead of being aware of his surroundings. He just assumed. And it was could have been worse. I mean, we're thankful that he didn't lose his life or lose a limb, but it was enough to alter his career. He had to cut it short by about 5 years. And like I said, he's living in Florida now, and he's, you know, he has a great retirement, but limited mobility with that leg. So that's, he remembers that daily, I'm sure, that incident, you know.
I got to say, for the young kids coming in here, they're just like, all right, yeah, we're going to get out of the truck, we're going to go do it. No, it's fine, no, it's fine. What do you kind of tell them?
Well, I mean, a lot of these young kids come from that take that hill attitude when they're working for contractors on the outside. And we always tell them, slow down, take it easy. We want you to go home. We want you to use the best tool possible. It doesn't have to get done this minute. Make safe. We encourage everybody to pass that information along to, because truthfully, you're only here, this is a job. You know, at the end of the day, your family is what really matters. Your children, your grandkids, walking down the aisle with your daughter at a wedding. I mean, it seems so simple, right? But if you can't do it, it's tragic. And if you could avoid something like that just by taking the time to reassessing the situation and getting the job done in a safe manner, you could have one heck of a great career here and one great retirement. So I think that's what, you know, we always stress that to the kids. Well, I call them the kids, the younger generation, you know.
Yeah. I didn't say kids, but I guess I figured.
Well, mentally, I'm 25 years old myself.
Yeah. Anything else that you want to say you think I missed? Because we got some, that was perfect.
Yeah.
That was literally perfect.
I hope that people, you know, take the time, no matter how new you are, take the time to, there's nothing more important in your life than your ability to perform your job. If you can't do your job, you know, your family's going to suffer in the end, as well as yourself. So I just hope that, people coming through the door here and the people that exist here, and, we've always done it that way. It's not always necessarily the best way. We've evolved with a lot of different technology, a lot of different tools, and we're hoping that people take advantage of that. The company does go out of their way to provide tools to minimize the impact to our bodies. And we just, especially to the newer people that come in with a different mentality, we have to make them understand that we're about safety here. You're no good in an emergency situation if you're on the ground in pain. You can't help anybody if you can't help yourself, right? So that's all the message I have.
Perfect. If I could have you just one more time, if I could have you say your first name and your first name, last name, and I work safe so I can go home to my family.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Victor Perugini. I work safe because I want to go home to my family.